that were in areas where they really struggle to be able to get the kinds of market demand or the right demographics. And again, one of the things that I really want to point out is this is not necessarily saying, this is certainly not saying any of these programs that are listed here were doing poorly in terms of their care. It's a question about how burdensome was it and are they getting the right incentives put together. What I want to point out about this, though, is if you look at those that were winning in the first year, they're winning more in the second year. So we have to ask ourselves the question, are the things that they are knowing, are there approaches that they are taking that allow them to magnify what they're able to do? And we don't really have that answer yet, but we're certainly starting to see some insight as we look at those organizations about the kinds of things that they're executing on a regular basis that give us some insight into the way forward in our own program. So I'm going to step back a minute and we can remind ourselves about why did we start down this pathway in the first place, right? So this is how CMS can basically talked about why are we going to value-based purchasing, right? Why are we going to value-based programs? Financial viability. We knew that we had lots of problems with fee-for-service being increasing in terms of program size and scale to the point that we didn't believe that we were going to be able to continue to get the kinds of revenues out of Treasury that would support that. The second piece was we wanted to make the incentives around value, not just the volume, right? The idea of bringing quality as a payment initiative was something that we've been working on in healthcare, but now we really wanted to ramp that up. Joint accountability, getting providers to work together, clinical integration, being able to foster that kind of cooperation. Certainly, if you look at the pre-ACO era, we had regulatory structures that were preventing certain kinds of accountability and sharing, and so that's a key piece to it as well. As you go down the list, effectiveness, ensuring access, safety, and transparency, smooth transitions, improved technologies, all these initiatives were things that we were doing individually. What was really the tipping point is the financial viability. The reason we said these aren't just going to be PQRs, these aren't just going to be never events,